This is Theoretical Thrills, the podcast where three hosts pitch original theoretical rides and attractions based on things they don't own. A special guest judge awards bronze, silver, or gold based on three separate categories: most creative, most practical, and guest's favorite. With bragging rights on the line, the hosts will try to pick each other's ideas apart through gentle ribbing. So sit back, relax, and stand clear of the moving doors as we present Theoretical Thrills.
Theoretical Thrills, the theory of the thrill.
Oh boy!
In 3, 2, fun!
Hello and welcome to Theoretical Thrills. I'm your host, Brad.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Lauren.
And today we are joined by the one, the only, Kerry. Kerry, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. Sorry, my dogs are distracting me. They're looking out the window and barking at things. I'm well. I'm good.
How dare they?
That's
This is
fine.
my
I got a
dog.
2-year-old running around, so.
I have a 2-year-old running around. I got 10
We
year
all
old.
have our distractions.
Spencer's his own distraction.
It's a very
Spencer
hard
is my
thing
distraction too.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty big distraction.
So, Kerry, we've asked you on Theoretical Thrills, before we jump into our topic, the good place, what is your connection with theme parks in general?
Theme parks. I've had connections with theme parks basically my whole life. Currently, I am a tour guide at Universal Studios Hollywood. I've been there for like 5 years. I love it. It's the best. It's so fun. But I grew up in Florida. So I grew up like 10 minutes away from Disney. As the bird flies is what an old person would say. Because if I to drive there, I don't know if you guys know Disney World well, but it's like half of Florida. And to get to that, like they own like all of this property around Disney. So to get to Disney, you have to like go all the way around and through the gates and all that, BS.
Yeah.
So it took like 30 minutes to get there. But if I could have like hopped on an airplane, it would have been like, boop. It was so close. So I also worked there when I was fresh out of high school. I won't say what I did. I was friends with Mickey and Minnie and all of that.
Aww.
Watch or hear this. I was very close friends with and Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, how fun.
He was my favorite.
Did you ever give a little whistle and always let your conscience be your guide?
Oh yes, I did.
I can't whistle.
I'm
I
clearly
can't
a
whistle at all.
I had my best friend convinced for literally years that I could not wink. Fun trivia.
All right,
Love it.
so your connection with theme parks, why did you choose The Good Place? We asked you what topic you want to do, and you said The Good Place.
Oh man, I love The Good Place. I also just love Kristen Bell. She's my absolute favorite human in the world. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. I feel like everyone's nodding. Yes, Kristen Bell's the best. Dax Shepard also the best. But
Yeah.
mostly Kristen. So yeah, she's great. I really, really love her. I love like everything she's done. And The Good Place is just such a fun show. And being a Universal tour guide, I talked about it every day for the past like 4 years of my life.
Yeah, because the town's filmed back on the back lot there, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. So our what we call the European sets were turned into The Good Place for all 4 seasons.
And you see the froyo, the yogurt, yogurt.
Good Place's best yogurt. GPBY.
Yeah, it's a TCBY knockoff.
Yeah, there we go. We did it. We figured it out. We got there. Fun trivia, which I don't know if any of you guys have been able to like actually see into any of those sets at all. But there's an actual board in the DCB one of like all the flavors that you can order in The Good Place of frozen yogurt, and some of that, it's like strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, the feeling you get when Beyonce compliments your hair, like fresh cut grass, you know what I mean? Like they had the most fun flavors of ice cream there. I feel like
That's cute.
Somewhere.
That's fun.
Anywho, it's really cool. It's really cool. And I did VIP tours there as well, so we would actually walk on the sets. That's why I knew, because I could go in.
So you got to actually go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the VIP tour
Oh,
is a little more in
nice.
depth than the tram tour, and we get to take our guests like to walk on the sets and stuff. And it was
Mhm.
like one of my favorite sets to go to.
How in depth are how
Nice.
in depth are those sets? Because like I know I've been on the Universal lot when I've worked stagehand for
Yeah.
some like concerts. They ran out some of the
Mhm.
stages back there. So you walking back there, you get to walk through some of the streets and stuff like that. A lot of it's just facades.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. So like I'd say 90% is going to be facades.
Mhm.
And then there's that like handful of indoor sets, like
Ones that they actually
the
use.
yogurt, right? Like the yogurt shop is
Mhm.
one where you could use the inside. They did
Oh, okay.
fully like set deck it and all that. The only thing about filming in those, especially the European sets, because they're just so old. The only because there are 2 sets on the European sets where you can go in and you would be able to film if you dressed it right. There's no soundproofing.
Mm.
So when you're
Oh,
on a
yeah.
sound stage, right, you have control of all the sound and all of that. When you're filming out there, you have like no control of the sound. So I don't think at least I don't remember them utilizing it a lot, and they probably would have built the interior inside of a soundstage if they did.
Yeah.
But they are, I mean, there are technically some that are usable. It's just I don't know if it's worth it anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Nice.
let's with that said, let's jump into our pitches. Now we determined the order ahead of time. The order is going to be Lauren pitching first, then myself, then Spencer will be going last on cleanup duty. We'll see
Just
how
wait
that
until I
goes.
create the magic at the end too.
Feel free to jump in
Oy,
at
oy, oy.
any point if you have any commentary. I know we surely will, especially with Spencer.
Well, you never know. Maybe you save the best for last this week.
Yeah.
We'll
Maybe.
see. Only
Wait,
time
uh,
will tell.
So without further ado,
Maybe.
Lauren, what are your pitches?
All right. So I tried to channel Oliver with some of these, but I'm going to save my most Oliver ride for the end.
Gosh, I wish I knew who Oliver was.
So Oliver, Carrie, so Oliver is he's design rides. He's currently working as a COVID compliance officer on set.
Oh my
which is
god,
why
they make
he's
so
not
much
here.
money.
Does he?
I'm serious. They make so much money.
Well, good. He's gonna fund this podcast.
Yeah, right?
Or maybe it's not. No, maybe it's not that might just be like PA work. Anyway, someone makes a lot of money having to do with COVID on set.
So
$60.
he's doing that. But he's designed rides and worked as a ride designer, and his pitches are usually death traps. So
Fun.
we'll see if Lauren can live up to that. Lauren.
All right. So my first pitch is Janet's Void Cafe. So it's a restaurant. It's a cafe in the style of 50s primetime cafe in Disney World, but it's in Janet's Void. So it's an all-white atmosphere, but I want to have the ability for projections around the venue as well. So like you can, I mean, probably not guest request things, but we might have things staged where, different staff members will request things and they'll pop into the void kind of around you. And the menu is super eclectic to give you the idea that you can ask Janet for whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, because Janet is your server. So all of the servers, instead of being like mom at 50s, will be Janet or a version of Janet.
Quick question.
Yes.
How are you going to get Janet to serve everyone?
Yeah. So, I mean, the idea is, we'll probably
Lookalikes?
have everyone in the same wig and same outfit, that kind of idea.
Fun.
But we can also pop in some spins on Janet, like, when the gang gets stuck in there. And so they're each their own individualized Janet.
Or like bad
Might
Janet.
have that. I'll get there. I'll get to the bad Janet. Don't you worry. I have not forgotten about her. So the menu, like I said, going to be very eclectic. And so we're going to try to hit all the favorites that are mentioned on the show that we can. You can order a bra full of shrimp, because how Eleanor stuffs her bra full of shrimp. That's how it will be served, like shrimp cocktail. Margaritas with Twizzler straws, chicken wings from Stupid Nick's Wing Dump. Probably not with a cough syrup, but maybe like a flavoring to make it, emulate that. But we don't want people to get high off cough syrup on these wings. And also that's probably
Maybe
gross.
we do.
Maybe we do. I mean, BYOCS.
Yeah.
Bring your own cough syrup.
Yeah.
And of course, frozen yogurt. We will have a frozen yogurt bar as well. And don't worry, you can order off the kids menu no matter what your age is.
Great.
No worries there. And if you need to speak to a manager for any reason, good luck because it's bad, Janet. So that is my first pitch. Spencer, are you okay?
So
I was really like surprised by the brothel of shrimp just kind of out of the gate. I didn't know that was a thing, and now that just tickled me a lot.
Lauren brought her A game.
So my only question is, so you said it's all white like the void. Does this include the tables and chairs?
No. That's I feel like a cleaning disaster waiting to happen.
Or are there no tables and chairs?
Just standing and eating.
No, you can sit and eat on the floor. It's not like you have to stand.
You could.
There were no tables and chairs in the void. So
The void, you can sit wherever you want.
Well, I feel like it'll be kind of eclectic seating arrangement.
Just like a rummage sale. Just
Okay,
I'll take
yeah.
this chair, I'll take that table.
Yeah, because
I'll
again,
take this
it's
chair.
Thrifted.
whatever your
chair
heart
over there.
desires will pop in. In theory.
Otherwise, just
So we'll have a bunch of
white-walled
different
room,
collections. Yeah,
white floor that's clearly dirty,
I mean, yeah,
and a white ceiling.
but like if you put the right epoxy on it, it won't be as dirty.
What are
You
your
just mop it
thoughts?
after every
But again-
person walks in.
In the words of Oliver, not my problem,
no, not Oliver's problem.
What about
not my job.
What about kids though? Because I mean, if you could see, like, we have white walls, and they are so scuffed up and everything because of
Sure.
our 2-year-old.
Yeah,
You got tons of kids in your park.
yeah.
Those walls are not going to be white very long.
Maybe it's
We're
the
gonna
most
have-
loud part of the park.
Maybe there's no
Could
white
be.
walls.
Could be, or we just have a really well-paid cleaning staff.
All right, Mr. Clean.
Watch
gets
guard
rid of
those
dirt and
walls.
grime.
Yeah.
Everything just
Magic
Constant
eraser
clean.
all day long.
Constantly magic erase.
No, but I feel like a lot of that would be hidden, like with the projections. Like it'll,
All right.
give the illusion.
I feel like in Janet's void you could do that. You could just be like, don't mind us, we're in the void. Oh, cleaning, like just make it a bit.
Yeah, I just have one Janet that is obsessively cleaning the walls.
Janitor. Got it.
I love it.
We
I
got
love it.
there.
All right,
we
I got no more
we
questions.
got it.
And it.
All right.
Okay, great.
Pitch number 2.
Pitch number 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of happy that I thought about this before I knew that you were the guest, Carrie, because hopefully you'll appreciate this. But so my second is Afterlife Adventures by Derek. It's a train tour going through the good place, the medium place, the bad place, and even IHOP. All of the studio tour at Universal or Kilimanjaro Safaris, but like with the feel of Rex from the OG Star Tours. So it's gonna be wonky because Derek is your tour guide. So it's another situation of lookalikes for Derek's. So it's gonna be an adventurous mayhem. Along the way, you'll see various scenes play out around you. So like you might drive by Good Place Orientation, and Janet and Michael might break out into their little song. That you might visit Mindy in the medium place, or see various torture scenes or celebrity experiences in the bad place. Like we might see Christopher Columbus walking around there, people like that. And since Spencer, if you saw the episode, you would know what I'm talking about.
I'm really excited that I'm picking up on little tidbits. So now when I go back, I'll be like, I know that part now.
Yeah, but since Derek is your tour guide, you never know what antics will ensue. You'll never know who you'll have to run away from. So it will get, like, we might pick up some speed in some places, trying to, get ourselves out of trouble. But ideally, it would incorporate actors into the various scenes to interact with Derek. But we could get away with animatronics or, like, screens and projections in places if we needed to.
Yeah.
There's a
I
lot
love
of
that.
mites.
A lot of what?
There's a lot of mites in your pitch. It might
At least-
have this happen. This might happen.
You
This-
need
At
room
least they're not
for
silverfish.
change.
What is
Yeah.
happening in your pitch? Is it a changing? Like, is there?
I-
Is there?
No, so
It
it's
might
like
be.
No, it's like a backlot tour kind of thing, going through the areas.
I just want to know: are you gonna is it gonna be like improv, like random things can happen, or is it gonna be a set?
That's kind of partially my question. So is it like is it like you could do this tour three times in a row, and you might get a different experience each time, or is it like like set, like Derek's gonna do this thing that's off script, right? In this part. Or is it like you might go that way when the other tours are going that way, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I would probably have it going on the same path just for ease of that. But it also kind of a la Jungle Cruise, where, you know, you'll be driving by the same things, but different jokes will be told. And if we have the actors, we might have different scenarios that could play out in each location. So almost like rotating sets, which like would also be more fun for the actors too. So you're not Norman Batesing running out every 15 minutes with a knife.
I was actually really excited about the idea of it just being random each time you go.
Yeah.
Like I was really excited about like maybe the tour's like shorter than like the real studio tour, right? Maybe it's only like 30 minutes or something. So you could, so you could go one way or the other way. Maybe there's only like 6 ways it can go. But
if you treat it like a Ren fair, in that it's all actors, essentially performers, walking around and playing their characters, except instead of a Ren fair, you've just replaced it with the Good Place set. That, okay, you're gonna go pretend and live as this character for your shift for a couple hours.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be so much fun.
I would do that for the rest of my life.
Like, live performing acting just for the trams that are coming by. Like, you're specifically, you know, you gotta perform for the trams. That's your thing. But create a story, do stuff.
I mean,
my favorite character.
He's pretty great.
I mean,
he's pretty great.
Probably.
That's why, like, I wanted to incorporate him, because I feel like with him you could just say and do the most ridiculous stuff. And so I also am an actor, so I'm trying to think of how can I employ more actors.
I love about that, because I would love to do that. And I was thinking about, I was like, damn, that's like a lot of employees to do and you know, Universal could.
Well, back in the day,
theme park could afford it, but
back in the day they used to do a lot more entertainment on the tour itself. You know, they had Zorro running around, and they did a sword fight on the back lot, and you know, Grinchmas we used to do
a little stunt show on the Wild West sets. Like, didn't they have like some cowboy like falling over the banister or something like that? That's so cool, but it's too dangerous now, I guess.
I'm not quite sure why they got rid of it, but it makes me sad.
I know why they got rid of it. I know why they got rid of live people being used on the tour, but I don't know if I should talk about it on a
I would not.
We can talk about it later.
I can tell
after
you
we stop recording.
I talk about it on a recording. That's so cool.
My thought process with this ride is we can do it also one of two ways, depending on budget and like capacity of the park. So if we're doing a larger park capacity a la Universal tour, so we're trying to get as many people through as quickly as possible, you know, it would be a more set situation, at least as far as the routes that we go on. And again, some of the interactions with the actors could change from set to set. Or if we're gonna make it a little bit more exclusive, which we could also do like Universal does, a VIP experience. I used to be a tour guide at Warner Brothers as well, which is a lot more freeform. So that is where we could get into the more unique experience of that as well. So
cool.
Yeah.
And theme parks love making more money and upselling things. So
it's true. It's true. The add-ons.
All right.
So that is my second ride.
Add-ons, baby.
Right, so you have your Lloyd restaurant and your Derek tour.
Yes. Afterlife Adventures.
Pitch?
My third pitch is called Death Trap the Ride.
Yes.
So, in honor of Oliver, how could I not create a literal death trap ride? On this daring escape ride, you will bob and weave your way in and out of various death scenes of our 4 main characters in a dark ride similar to Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin or Mr. Toad. Can you outrun the shopping cart that kills Eleanor? Or escape from the safe during the robbery with Jason before it's too late? Only time will tell.
There's a killer cart in The Good Place? Because
Yes.
I know someone who made a short film called Killer Cart about a cart that kills people. And that's just impressive to me because that came out in like 2011.
Funny fact, Good Place came out in 2010.
Oh.
No, wait. Then it must have been earlier than that.
I was like,
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Brad, your years are off. What year do you think it is
It did
now?
not come out in 2010.
I'm pretty sure that show was like 2016 or something.
Spencer immediately
You
goes,
are correct.
oh, well, maybe it's earlier than that.
I'm too gullible. Chill out. I'm too gullible.
Just immediately question yourself, Spencer. There's no questioning
I
Brad
know.
at all. It's just like, oh my God, Brad must be right.
I question myself all the time.
Back to your third ride. Your third ride
Yes.
is a dark ride.
I honestly, I like the idea of just one of the rides or one of the experiences being an escape room with Jason.
Yeah.
That, like,
I
so
thought
I'm
about it
I'm
just
gonna say
making that.
yours was that.
I don't know who Jason is, but he sounds like a real not a great guy.
None of them are great. That's why they're
Yeah,
all.
That's why they're in the good
That's why they're all in the good place, not the great place. I get it.
Exactly.
He's just-
Spencer, you don't even need to see the show.
Sure.
He's a dum-dum.
Oh, fun.
Wow.
Fun. I like that. I also like that one of your ideas was not a ride, that it was like a dining experience. I wasn't expecting that.
Thank you.
And I like that.
Surprise.
Wow. I love
Oh.
surprises.
All right, so
Guys, I
recap.
don't even need
All
to
right.
hear from you. Women win.
Oh, okay.
This is over.
Well, remember,
Can I
remember
at least- I put
Lauren's
work
points
into
go
it.
to
Can I
a
at least-
man.
That's
Just so
true.
you
My
know.
points do go to men in the end.
Oh,
But it's the thought that counts.
all right.
But you can give her all the points in general, and they can just be an extra tabulation on the scoreboard.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I like that.
Which also still means that Oliver won't get points, which is great. That'll be fine with me.
Do you guys like keep track of your points throughout the whole thing?
We
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
The
fun.
loser of the season has to listen to the Main Street Electrical Parade for 24 hours straight.
I would lie. I would lie and say I did it. I would absolutely lie. I would love it for the first like 2 rounds.
For the first
You mean like the
season,
first like 14 minutes, which is like 2 rounds of that song.
Yeah, exactly.
which brings us to my pitches. My pitches I'm very proud of.
Well, I hope you would be.
Whether or not you'll enjoy them, Spencer won't even know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna start
wait
off
till
with
my
the first-
pitches. You'll know that I've actually like discovered some things.
We'll start with my first
Good,
pitch. Now, one
good.
of my favorite rides growing up. I grew up in Florida as well.
Woo woo!
About half my life in Florida.
3 for 4.
And at Universal Studios, Orlando, before it became the Mummy roller coaster, there was a ride there called Confrontation. This is going to be a King Kong style ride in the same way that Confrontation was. You're going to board the Good Place aerial tram to tour the Good Place.
Hmm.
And so you'll start off touring the Good Place with Ted Danson's Michael being the tour guide over the speaker, talking and guiding you, when all of a sudden giant shrimp attack. So the giant shrimp will be attacking in the same way that Kong would attack the tram. This is now giant shrimp attacking.
Are they animated?
So are they yeah.
So they are animatronic. We're going to be
Oh,
using
boy.
practical effects and robots like the original Kong, because there's just something about that's just like seeing a massive shrimp just try and knocking the tram down as it drops a little bit, and then they manage to escape. I'm going to use I want to use scent diffusers so that you smell the nice flowers and everything smells pleasant. When you're getting attacked by the shrimp, you're going to smell that shrimp.
Oh,
That's what I
boy.
got excited about. I was like, are you going to do the banana thing?
So it's gonna be. I want you to be immersed in it, and then
What are you going to use to make that smell?
chemicals.
Okay, not actual
You're
shrimp.
the chemist.
No, I mean, all the little scent things are just different mixtures of chemicals.
Okay. We won't have shellfish.
No,
Allergic
it's
reactions
not gonna be. It's not gonna be real shellfish. It's gonna be mimicking that
cool.
scent. So we're gonna use
It's
that.
like half the thing goes into anaphylactic shock.
I just got to clarify.
No,
So
that
this
makes
is the
sense.
death trap one. Then this is your
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
And I think to make this the best thing of all, the name of this ride will be Prawnfrontation.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll pitch my ride still. I think.
Brad, I think that might have been the most Spencer title that you've ever had.
Confrontation.
Oh,
I
I like
that
a lot.
So that is my first ride. Any other questions?
You could have called it also Crawfrontation. Because a prawn is a crawfish. Am I right?
That's
A
yeah.
crawfish is a prawn.
Yeah.
Crawfishtation.
To be fair, those
Spencer.
shrimp that she was eating were the size of prawn in the show. So
That's true.
they were like this big.
They were huge.
Yeah.
They were massive. So
Just you wait till
you're
my
doing fine.
puns.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Is this an indoor ride or is this an indoor?
This is an indoor ride. It's. I mean, you have you been on the King Kong ride back when it was a thing?
Yeah, when I was a child. I think
My
I remember
favorite
it
ride.
on like the San Francisco kind of like not San Fran. Where
New York.
New York. You're in the New York like little tram thing.
And then it smells like
but
bananas.
It went
Yeah, I
through
remember
this. It went through the city streets.
And Kong was like, "Rah."
Yeah. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
that
and there was
sort
the
of.
tour
It's gonna
guide.
be that sort of same thing where you'll start off. You're taking this tram through the Good Place street, so you get to see a little bit more of the Good Place and stuff like that, and like you can see the mock-ups of the sets essentially. So it feels like you're in the Good Place going through it when the prawns attack.
Great.
When prawns attack. That's an old Amanda Show episode, I feel like.
Any other questions?
So by
Probably.
tram, do you mean like a trolley or a tram?
Aerial tram.
Great, thank you. That clarifies it for my pitch. Thank you.
That's literally if I looked up the description for confrontation and they called it an aerial tram.
So you
It's
took
literally I
Yeah.
want the confrontation tram.
you want it in the air. I got it.
I want it in the air.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. Thanks. My pitch is different. Got it. Great.
Cool.
That's why he always says I steal his ideas, and his ideas are nothing like mine.
But you literally said confrontation, and I was like, no, but it's different. I'm flipping confrontation on its head. Literally. You'll see. Anyway,
Alright.
that was my question.
We'll see when we get to you, Spencer.
All right, so pitch number two. Pitch number two.
Trying to insert myself this week.
I too am bringing a restaurant. So my
Why are you
restaurant-
stealing my ideas,
How
Brad?
do you guys know how much I love food? Like, did you
My
look at my
restaurant
Instagram or something?
is called Cheaties
Yeah.
Cheaties Philosophical Chili Cafe.
Oh, it should have been Cheety's cheese.
So it's gonna Cheaty's Philosophical Chili Cafe is based off the episode where Cheaty has a mental breakdown and makes a giant pot of chili with Peeps and M&Ms in the front of his
Whoa.
class.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
was
just
excited
eating
until I
it
heard
as
Peeps.
he's discussing nihilism. So I wanted to take that and
Are you making that as a dish?
expand on it. So, Cheese Philosophical Chili Cafe is going to offer a variety of unique chili flavors from all beans to chili with meat, different types of meats, stuff like that. It's going to be decorated to look like a philosophy classroom with chalkboards and paintings of philosophers. The chalkboards will have different philosophies and like some of his the different teachings up there.
I'm so sorry, Brad. I have to interrupt. It's philosophy.
Philosophy. Sorry.
Philosophy. Yeah, sorry. You
I
you said it wrong a
apologize.
bunch of times.
Apologies.
Call it out.
So it's gonna have quotes and notes and all the fun stuff. There'll be books there with it. And the big thing about this is there is going to be the Cheaties Chili Conundrum Challenge,
Oh,
which
boy.
is
Yikes.
if you're up to a group of 4 people, so a party of 4, up to a party of
So
4,
4 people
Okay.
farting all
purchase
day.
a pot size, as seen in the movie, a pot size bucket
The movie?
of
The
chili
movie of Good Place. Wow.
in the
I didn't
show,
see that
sorry, of a pot.
Watched it all in one, so it felt
chili
like a movie.
There you go.
cooked with Peeps and M&Ms. As
Oh.
if they are able to finish it, then they will get one of the T-shirts as Chidi was seen wearing later in that episode.
I have a question.
Sort of designed like that, but on the back it'll say, "I survived the Chidi Chili Challenge."
Chidi Chili Challenge. I love that.
Yes, Spencer.
Can I just buy this shirt in the park for like an overpriced $40 and just not buy the chili?
Nope. It's gonna be like Universal Orlando used to do Fear Factor Live, where if you won, which not to brag, but
you won. We know.
You get a shirt. You get a special Fear Factor Live shirt that says that you were the champion. The only way you can get it is if you win. Or
if you buy it on eBay.
So that's the way. Well, I can't stop people from selling it on eBay, but the way I want this shirt to be given out is if you or your group up to a group of 4 beat this challenge, then you will get the shirt as well.
So I have a question on that. So for the option for the chili challenge, will you have different dietary restriction amendments as well, like dairy free or meat free or veggie or vegan options, or is it only?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Okay.
A lot of business.
Yeah.
I gotta stay true to the episode, and the episode Chidi's recipe is chili, Peeps, and M&Ms, and that's the recipe I gotta follow. I didn't make the recipe.
It's true.
The writers made the recipe, and I'm just honoring their work.
I have a question.
Yes.
So a big theme in Chidi's arc in the show is that he is so indecisive, right? He can't make decisions. So is the server going to make the decision on what you order for you, or what?
What if you just never get food?
No,
it's the experience.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't want to focus on the indecisiveness because that's Chidi's arc, but it is not my guest's arc. My guest's arc is: are they going to be able to eat this chili?
Yeah,
it is Chidi's arc, but it's not Chili's arc.
Ah,
that's not very good. That wasn't a good
zingers,
job.
man.
I didn't say it was good. I just said it was. I just said it.
He just said it.
Any other questions on Chidi's Philosophical Chili Cafe? Yes. What?
For the challenge, can you choose your chili for the challenge?
You can choose the base chili, but you've got to.
Okay.
But you got to have the Peeps and M&Ms.
You could have a veggie chili.
Yeah, you could do vegetarian
option.
Just
not
a
vegan
option.
Just not a vegan
or a dairy-free option.
I mean, that brings
or
back
a gluten-free option.
That brings back most of your customers.
Yeah.
That's great. I don't have any more questions.
Great. That brings me to my third pitch. My third pitch is going to be sort of a show style.
I'm out.
Good. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, moving on.
It is called Do You Want to Be an Architect?
Oh,
so you want to be an architect?
So you want to be an architect. This is going to be in the style of Disney Animation Studio.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Where it'll be part show, part sort of art class. You'll have the ability to design your own good place and bad place as you're being taught to be an architect. So you'll design sort of the layout of your good place, bad place. You'll brainstorm with the show host and their helpers your ideas for your little world, and the goal is you'll create a digital image of your bad place, either a advertisement sign, like a poster sign, that incorporates some elements of what your good place or bad place will be like. And then so you'll get a digital image, so that'll be sent to, you'll be able to send that to your email or to, you can send it via message to your phone if you want. But this will allow you to have something to take with you that you can then use to post on social media and stuff like that, which helps to advertise the park for free. And also allows you just to feel like, oh, I get to be an architect now, just like in the final episode when we see the main characters get to sort of be the architects for their for the good place. And so I wanted to do that because Michael talks about how there's tons of versions of the bad place, and each one's specific.
How in depth do you get to go in your designing?
So in your designing, ideally, what I would like to do is have a sort of an app, like a program. So you would get like a little touch screen to be able to deal with stuff, to program stuff.
Everyone gets a touch screen.
Yes. So it's you come in, you get your seat and stuff like that, and you're all sitting there. It's a certain number of people can get in at a time. But it would be like you could design how you can design your own roller coaster. At it used to be at Disney Quest, which doesn't exist anymore, and it was also I think
virtual roller coaster.
Virtual roller coaster, or how Test Track you can design your own car, or stuff like that, or even at Disney Quest you could design your own toy with different pieces, Sid's toys or whatever. I want to do
Sid's toys or whatever.
I want to do that. So I want to make it simple and easy for a lot of people to use, so that it's a lot like there'll be the sort of the clip art sort of thing that you can all drag in clip art, but then there'll also be some the basic artistic tools like paint and pens and stuff like that, so that you can free draw as well. I think by doing it as sort of a digital tablet type deal that has the option of the clip art mixed with the freehand touchscreen stuff allows for a pretty open creativity as to what you could do. I don't want to limit it too much. Yeah. Does that answer the question?
And the guests take the iPads with them.
No. No.
For a nominal fee. It's an upcharge.
Right. And for an extra $250,
they send the link.
The old iPad.
It's a super upcharge. It's $1,000.
Because it's got that little touch of the good place on it.
Yeah.
Fun. How long is the show?
So this is about a 30-minute show, but we would have probably multiple rooms. Because we could run so that way you're having a show every 5-10 minutes or whatever. You're starting up a new show, and you could adjust that based off of what the capacity is for the day. So if you know expecting a lower capacity, then you'd have a little bit more spaced out between your shows.
Would your actors be able to jump from show to show, or would you need like 3 sets of actors for each show for all the show? Am I making sense? Michael?
It would be 3 sets of actors.
Okay.
It would be an actor based off of like however many shows I have running concurrently.
Right.
So if I have to have 3 rooms running concurrently, then I have to be 3 actors.
Great. Got it.
Very wide variety of
Spencer, what are your train wreck of an ideas?
Well, one actually involves kind of a train wreck in its own. I'll start with that one then. I just wind up for the pitch. Why don't I? So inspired also by confrontation, but not in the air, but on the ground, where trams and trolleys generally are when they're on the ground. This is Michael's Wild Trolley Ride. And it's an indoor dark ride that meets an outdoor area. So you get a little confrontation, a little Mr. Toad, a little Hagrid's magical motorbikes, go in and out, dark ride with the things. Where guests hop aboard a trolley that goes off the rails like a train wreck. Guests first travel on a breezy, fun journey through different scenes of the good place, and then Michael creates a trolley problem where the trolley picks up speed, swerves both indoor and outdoor, narrowly misses obstacles, and then returns to the station, Michael having fixed the trolley problem. Now, it also features a tour guide in a similar event to that of Confrontation or Jungle Cruise or the Jaws Skipper that kind of interacts with like, oh no, what's going on? And there's like structured improvised beats, but everything is like you can kind of make your own pun or make your own joke as the thing goes, and the guide interacts with the guest during the ride. So it's a indoor outdoor dark ride wild trolley adventure.
There's literally nothing like Confrontation in your ride other than the fact that it has a tour guide. And you're saying I stole your idea? There's literally
it's because you said
I don't even know why you said Kong in your description, because it's not even like you could have left
I did say earlier I was going to flip.
No one would have been like, oh.
I did say though, that I was going to flip confrontation on its head, quite literally.
You didn't.
As in, instead of it being in the air, it's on the ground.
You just described a completely different ride than
Like
confrontation.
most other rides.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Michael's wild trolley ride.
Bonus though, I love rides that are indoor and outdoor. I don't know why. I just love rides where I like start indoors and I'm like, oh my God, I'm outside again. Wait, no, I'm back inside. What's the roller coaster?
Like Test Track.
Yeah.
No, this ride
yeah.
was inspired to him
Like
by
Test
Test
Track.
Track.
Test Track, the one at Disney Adventure or whatever.
Epcot.
At Epcot.
Yeah. Well, I did say Hagrid's magical motorbike, which has like the indoor, coverings, and then it goes outside for the fun.
Roller coaster.
Also, talk to me about Mr. Toad's, and I'm in. So.
Yeah, Mr. Toad's, the Mr. Toad gets crazy wild, and you almost hit a train, and you don't. So or you do, and then you go to hell. So it's kind of themed to the good place.
Yeah.
Its own,
So is this?
Is it a track ride?
Yeah, is this a roller coaster? Is this a dark ride?
No, it's a dark ride with a track, so it's outdoor, indoor. But it's like how like what is it? What ride did I say? Like Jungle Cruise, like is on a track, right? Or like Jaws is on a track. It's kind of got that same feel.
So it's a boat ride.
Actually, no. Okay, well, it's not a boat ride. It's like it's on a track like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Okay, but it's
No,
it's,
not like
okay,
Hagrid, which is a roller coaster.
No, it's got the outdoor element of Hagrid. I'm saying it's an indoor outdoor ride with a little
outdoor,
of this,
but the
a little
speed,
of that, a little of this. The speed.
It's got the
is
building
more,
of Hagrid with the speed of Mr. Toad.
Yeah, so the speed of Mr. Toad, because it can be for the whole family, right? It's not like a thrill ride. It's a thrilling fun ride for
saying Mr.
the whole
Toad,
family.
But honestly, I'm going to go back to my earlier reference. You've just designed your version of Test Track.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well that's
Which is
fine.
an
If that's what it
indoor-outdoor
is,
ride
that's
with a
fine.
car,
Picks up speed
except
sometimes.
the only thing you've added is a tour guide to each and
And a
every
train.
car.
Does Test Track also go, whoa, something wrong's happening?
Well, they go through all the
It's
tests.
on like beepy sounds. It's
They
like
go through all
beep
the
beep boop,
tests,
boop.
so you do the different roads and you
Like crash dummy test.
Ride.
But this is themed to the good place, and it's like it's a trolley, right? So it's not like a little 4-person car. It's like a big trolley. So like you get different vantage points. You can be in the
How
front,
big
you
of a
can be
trolley are we talking? How many people are we sitting in your trolley?
like 32.
That's
32.
that's the size of VIP trolleys at Universal.
Wow, what do
Yep.
you know?
It
What a
fits
fun fact.
exactly 30 people, including the driver and the guides.
So since it's on track, you only need a
Okay.
guy. You don't need a driver.
Yeah. So what? So
So basically the
Michael-
guide is the driver. They have like the fake wheel where they're like, oh no, watch out, but like it's on a track, so it automatically moves.
And how does Michael appear? Is Michael on like video, or is he like in the like what? Or
So-
is he the audio?
Yeah, so it's mostly audio, but I also have this idea, and I don't know how it will necessarily play out, of possibly having like people who look like Michael. Sometimes
No
you
one
know how
looks
they
like
pop
Ted
in.
Danson. No.
Yeah,
one.
I know.
Mm-mm.
Good
So-
luck with that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to like throw that in there, but like sometimes there's like characters will like hop on rides with people.
Yeah.
The idea is like that there may be like I'm taking over, like on Great Movie Ride. I'm taking over. Everyone, watch out! The gangsters or whatever take over.
Wait, this ride's.
But
I'm so confused on the safety of this
don't
ride.
just ignore everything I just said. Forget
I'm
about the.
No,
I actually
Forget about
want
the-
that. I want that to happen, but I don't want it to be Michael. I want it to be Adam Scott's character. I
Yeah.
can't think of his name right now.
I'm just.
Anyway, I
not
want him
Jason.
to be the one that takes over.
It's not Jason.
The safety level
No one's Jason.
that this wild track ride is going on.
Don't
As
worry
you have
about
a
the Michael
random
jumping on the
guide-
trolley thing.
As
Don't
you
worry
have a
about
random
that part.
guide or random people jumping on and off your ride.
No. Oh, okay. So if that was the case, it would stop. Like the Great Movie Ride stops.
And are they,
You know,
then are they getting buckled in?
Yeah. Everyone's getting buckled in on this ride. Yeah, of course.
So the people that hop on, it
Or like-
stops.
or
the
like
people they hop on. Oh, what I'm taking over this. And hold on 1 second.
Well, no, I mean they're gonna
Deep
be
deep
in like a
breath.
seat. I mean they're gonna be in a seat, but they have. It's like it's like don't worry about that
Brad,
part. That's
A
not
good
important.
actor can make a bad script good, Brad. So if a good actor got on that thing and was like, I'm taking over and buckling in. Safety first.
Yeah. You'll need safety where you're going. Yeah, don't
Even
worry
in
about
the
that
bad
part.
place, we need
Seatbelts?
seatbelts.
We don't need seatbelts.
So that's my first pitch, is the wild trolley of fun.
All right.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Whatever.
A wild trolley of fun.
Okay.
Name
The thing that's not like Kong at all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So my second pitch is Afterlife Arcade. So what this is it's an arcade full of different games inspired by The Good Place, where guests can earn afterlife points to trade in to stay in The Good Place, which is an immersive building where one side is replicated and sounds like The Good Place and the other sounds like The Bad Place. When guests cash in their afterlife points, they will be guided to the correct experience based on how many points they've earned. So it's like you have this arcade and then you go to like I'm ready to cash in, and they're like, oh, okay, you've got 42 points. Follow me this way. And then you kind of go into the room and you have an immersive experience, and then you exit, and then you can keep playing and you can do it over and over and try and get to the one place or the other place. But it's an arcade with an interactive, you're actually getting judged when you hand in your tickets.
Love that.
So,
Could
yeah,
there
you-
be like could there be some sort of learning experience for children in that ride or attraction of like learning between what's good and what's bad?
Yeah, there sure can. There sure can, because there's also games for kids also, right? So it's like, these are good things. Tap all the good things. Tap all the bad things. And kids get extra points for playing because, they're kids. So mostly they'll go to the good place. But then...
Well, here's the problem, Spencer, is you're just going to have everybody exiting the bad place and no one's going to go to the good place, because if you watch the show, the point system's flawed.
Well, yeah. So this whole attraction is flawed, and that's what makes it
So the good place
perfect,
you can't even get to.
because it's a well, no, you can, because it's a flawed system, right? Just like the points in the show. So because this attraction is flawed, it actually isn't flawed because it actually is effective in the way that the show is flawed. So the point system itself is not flawed because
that
it
is
actually is
such a
flawed.
BS answer.
So they're going to the bad
Except-
place thinking it's
Yeah,
the good
because
place.
Right, well, but that's the thing. But that's the thing is, so they say it's the good place or it's the bad place, but you don't actually know which one is which. And if you know the show, you'll go to the one and you'll be like, oh, darn, I went to the other one. Or people who don't know will be like, whoa, I don't like this. I don't know which one it is. Like, they don't actually tell you, welcome to the good place. They're just
They're all
like,
the
all
best.
right, enjoy your, there's two different experiences. It's like heaven and hell. This is basically what it is.
what are the experiences?
I didn't get that far.
Cool.
It's just
Cool,
that it's mostly like an audio visual immersive experience where it's like you go in and it's like like those
As
old, like,
everything is, it's audio.
like those old like
You hear things and you see things. It's an experience.
I have an idea what the experience can be. I think you tell people they're going to the good place or the bad place, and everyone ends up in the medium place, and they do cocaine with what's her face. That's where I think.
you can have like
Yes.
powdered. Well, just wait till my third pitch.
Perfect.
There might be a little cocaine in it.
What's her name? What is her name? What is her name?
Mindy.
Cindy.
No, Mindy.
Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Mindy, right?
Yeah.
She's a great actress too. She was in
yeah.
Workaholics.
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the Mindy project.
Yeah, two totally different things.
Yeah. Just wait till we talk about Mindy and my third pitch.
Woo!
All right.
So that's Afterlife Arcade. It's an arcade. You can trade in points and get a different experience every time you trade in your points.
Is it really?
Even though the points don't matter.
Because
The
you
points
should
don't
always
matter,
end up in the
but
bad
they
place.
do. But you might end up this is like an arbitrary thing. The cast member could just be like, you got enough points to go to this
But
room.
that's the
Like
whole-
they could just.
But the whole thing in the
the whole
show
premise
is
of the show
yeah.
that you
Well, I mean, you don't know that they're just like arbitrarily counting, obviously.
But no one
it's
has
like-
been no one's been accepted into the good place in forever. That's the whole thing
Well,
with the
then
show because the
that's-
system is flawed.
Exactly, just like the arcade,
very flawed.
Okay.
Yes, your arcade is flawed.
because it's arbitrary who's going to get into the good place and who's not. You don't know.
So that you can
I think you're doing
experience
pretty
different.
good for not having seen the show.
You can experience different
appreciate it.
audio
I
visual
watched-
experiences.
I watched the clip of the British guy talking, Stephen Merchant talking
Oh,
about.
great! You watched a clip? Yeah, that's plenty.
about the points. He's like the system, the points, and I was like, yeah, okay, great, points, got it, done.
Oh yeah, what's his face? The really tall guy,
Stephen Merchant.
Stephen Merchant.
No,
Yeah.
Spencer watched a clip of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, is that what I
the wrong
watched?
clip,
Whoops.
Spencer. It's not.
Whoops. I think I
Points
get
don't
confused all the
matter.
time.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get confused all the time. It's all the same.
All right, what's your third pitch?
My third pitch, we've kind of talked about, a lot of food. And one thing that I do know that exists in the Good Place is Froyo. And I'm surprised no one had picked a Froyo shop. So mine is called FGFY, also known as Forkin' Good Froyo. And what this is a frozen yogurt shop based on the Good Place, including flavors inspired by the series. Now, here are the flavors that I've thought of. The first one is Folded Laundry, which is a marshmallow vanilla swirl ice cream topped with marshmallow shaped like pillows and fondant that represents layers of sheets, bedding, and clothes. So it's a nice little visual treat. Cooler Intentions.
Froyo.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Is the fondant on the top?
Yeah, it's like on the top. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it's not
so
mixed
like
in.
No, it's not mixed in. No, it's on the top. It's like a
Okay.
It's like decorations on top.
Every order
sprinkled top.
of this ice cream, somene's back there having to make these
Make
like
a
little,
bed.
Individual
bit with-
fondant.
Well, they're already made. You think that fast food restaurants make all their cookies at that moment?
True.
Most
That's
ice cream
true.
places have big tubs that you can scoop from.
Right. Yes, that's what the ice cream is.
We're not talking most ice cream places here, Brad. Get the program.
This is talking Froyo.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, this is fucking good
program.
Froyo. I mean,
With
you can also
individual
adding that little
fondant blankets.
adding that little pillow and that blanket on top means you can charge $9 for that ice cream cone. Okay, so just saying.
Wait, it's a cone?
Well, it could be a cone. It could be a cone or a cup. It doesn't matter. It's a Froyo
No,
shop.
I thought this was a bowl at least. It's a cone, so you have a cone with a fondant
With a little
on top,
blanket and
then
pillow
Have
on the
you
top.
have you never put toppings on a cone before?
Not a bed.
fondant.
It's
Pillows.
it's like marshmallow. It's like marshmallows that are shaped like pillows.
I feel like
It's
this would have
marshmallows.
to be a Sunday structure, Spencer, if you're putting a
can be,
bed
yeah,
on
sure.
top of it.
It's,
Not a
in general,
cone.
In general, it's cones, bowls, whatever. Just the flavors don't have to always necessarily match. But that's the first
Just
one.
like the points, the flavors don't matter.
What
matters?
other monstrosity have you
The next one is Cooler Intentions, which is also inspired by the shop name that's in the show, but it's a cinnamon crunch flavored yogurt topped with sprinkled crullers, little donuts, so sprinkled on top, kind of like a mix-in, almost like a. Anyway,
Wait,
I
sprinkled
said
top
we're-
or mixed in?
a little of both. You can get both. Why not? You can have it mixed in, or it's like Cold Stone. You can have it mixed in, or you can have it on top. Whatever. It's it's the Good Place. You can have all the kind of yogurt
Like
you
those
want.
yogurts that you get. There's little cherries are on the side.
Pour it in.
But
Yeah.
you pour it in.
Yeah, you can pour it in. Yeah, Why not? We'll have little like tray tables. Yeah,
See?
tray holders
On the bed.
Yeah.
On the ice cream.
Exactly. It works. You can have a fondant bed with ice cream inside. Also, I did say we're going to talk about Mindy. So my next flavor is Minty St. Clair, which is a mint flavored ice cream with sprinkled powdered sugar on top and mixed in because, we talked about cocaine, so it's sprinkled
Just
powdered
a
sugar.
little bit of real cocaine for the adults.
Yeah, that's the upcharge version.
So
Also,
I like the
Oh.
sprinkled powdered sugar on top, but if you say sprinkled powdered sugar mixed in,
I said on top or mixed in.
I don't, but
whatever.
I don't think sugar mixed in is gonna really do much.
But you know
No.
that cocaine is a little more oblivious, a little more not more oblivious, more discreet when it's mixed in than when it's on top.
Yeah,
Like
Brad,
you-
how do you do your cocaine?
You honestly won't see the powdered sugar whatsoever.
No, if there's this is like
If it's
powdered
mixed
sugar.
in.
Like if it's it's like
It's like an
know-
8 balls worth of powdered sugar.
yeah, it's a lot of it's like chunks like
Does
like
it come in
crystallized-
like a little
crystallized
fondant
chunks.
package?
Hey, if it's
And you
No,
dump
it's like
it in.
crystallized.
if
See?
it's
Crystallized
chunks,
chunks.
it's not powdered.
It's
actually
powdered on
just
top,
crack.
crystallized chunks on. It's
Okay,
just hard.
so-
So
It's
you're
just
gonna have
Well,
crack
it's-
rocks in the middle.
So it's a mint chocolate chip ice cream, right?
We are really like tearing apart my like ice cream flavors. I gotta be honest here. It's just an ice cream shop.
I love
yes,
them.
it's a mint chocolate,
It's
mint
not an
flavored
ice cream
cream.
shop.
Okay,
It is not
so-
just an ice cream shop.
It's not mint
a
chocolate. It's mint
froyo
flavored
shop.
with powdered sugar. So you get a little
So is
bitterness
it
from
green
the
like
mint.
traditional mint chocolate
Yeah.
would be?
Yeah, it's green.
Okay, then the white powder would show up on top. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to clarify.
Yeah, correct,
You'll see
yeah.
it on top. You just won't see it mixed in,
Unless
Exactly.
it's those big old chunks.
unless it's
But then
the crack
it's-
rocks.
Yeah, then it's
Then it'll be
not.
cheaper because crack is much cheaper than Coke.
Just have rock
Um,
candy in the middle of it.
Then I also had, because the show, Janet's a big character, and I figured why not make a little pun out of that? So we have Jan Nut, which is because Janet is the source of all information and knowledge for humans. This is a kitchen sink type ice cream with a butter pecan base and a kitchen sink of all types of nuts and legumes mixed in. So it's a kitchen sink of nuts. So it's the Jan Nut, and because she's the source of information, why not have all of the types in the one ice cream? So that's Jan Nut.
No.
And my last one.
No. Hold on. You said all nuts and legumes.
Yeah,
all nuts and legumes.
That's
I said of all types of nuts and legumes mixed in,
peas.
not.
Yeah, peas.
Yeah, legumes. Whatever. It's a kitchen sink. Have you ever had a kitchen sink ice cream? They put like potato
and
chips
we're gonna
and
throw
stuff in
your
there.
peeps and your pizza on top, Brad.
My peeps
And M&Ms.
Oh,
Well,
it's M&Ms.
M&Ms. It's peeps and M&Ms.
Peeps and M&Ms.
And the chili. But that's not a legume.
By legumes, I meant like peanuts.
No, you said
because-
all nuts and legumes.
I didn't say all nuts. I
you
said
did.
all types.
You
I
did
said all
say all.
types of
Rewind
nuts.
the tape.
All right, everyone. All right, I know you want it. Come on.
My fifth ice cream, actually, and not my fourth, is because Eleanor, the main character in the show. Well, I guess not the main character, but Kristen Bell, obviously. We can't forget about a Kristen Bell character-based ice cream. So instead of Eleanor Shellstrop, I have All In or Shell Topped, and it's a peanut butter ice cream topped with blue M&Ms, which are also mixed in, but it's all covered on the top with the Hershey's hard shell topping. So it's because I think for some reason someone liked peanut butter. I think it was Eleanor liked peanut butter, so I made it a peanut butter ice cream.
Right.
Can you say the title of this dessert again?
Instead of Eleanor Shellstrop, it's All In or Shell Topped.
Shell topped.
All in
or shell topped.
So my question
or
is
shell top.
If
Yeah.
it's called
All in or shell topped.
What's the
Okay.
that makes me think that I have a decision to make
Mm-hmm.
when I order it.
Hmm.
So what is my decision I'm making when I order that?
Your decision is shell topped?
So I'm deciding if I want the magic shell or if I don't.
Yeah.
Or not.
Otherwise, it's
Nuts?
peanut butter.
So what is it if you
peanut
don't
butter
get the
ice cream
shell?
with blue
It's
M&Ms.
peanut butter ice cream. Oh yeah, blue M&Ms. It's blue M&Ms specifically. A peanut butter ice cream topped with blue M&Ms, but it's also mixed in. So you get peanut butter and chocolate. I mean, that sounds like great to me.
It's the best combination. I'm pretty sure.
the ice cream sounds fine. I
Fine.
suppose you made a stretch to get there, but
Fun.
I would have probably gone with a margarita yogurt for Eleanor.
margarita
but-
based
Yeah, true.
froyo.
She does.
Well, I didn't watch the show, so I didn't get
go
that far.
crazy and go shrimp and dip.
That's
Based.
part
But I do know.
That's
The
true.
blue M&Ms I
White
think are
chocolate
important.
ice cream with
White
shrimp
chocolate ice
cocktail?
cream with a shrimp right on top.
Well, I'm trying to make it appetizing for the guests.
No, you
I'll
can
take
but
the
the shrimp would be
It could
just
be
on
like-
top. It would be a decoration.
It could be or it could be
It's
a
a
candy
fondant
shrimp,
shrimp.
like a fondant shrimp. There we go.
Yeah. or it could be like a cookie. It could be a cookie shrimp.
Anyways, the point is, it's a froyo shop with some clever titles and some titles of ice cream froyo things mixed in.
Now that you've heard all 9 pitches, Kerry, it is now time for you to award the medals. And those medals are going to be in 3 categories. Spencer, what are those 3 categories in your best?
Yeah, sure. The 3 categories are creativity, which, for lack of a better term, is something that is creative. I do it every week. You know what's going to happen. Practicality, which is something that could feasibly fit in a theme park relatively soon, relatively quickly. And then favorite, which, Carrie, this is something that tickles your funny bone. I don't want to. That forks your good place, whatever it is.
Yeah, Fork's my good place.
I didn't want to, but then I was like, I kind of have to now.
Full disclosure, that is not the last time I'm going to use that. So
It's whatever
mine
made
now.
you the most happy.
Mine now.
Use it. Feel free to use
3
it.
p.m. whatever.
So to help you out, Carrie, we are going to, from the beginning, recap all of our attractions, so you get to hear them one more time, just the titles. Starting with Lauren, since she went first.
Yeah, so I have Janet's Void Cafe, Afterlife Adventures by Derek, and Death Trap the Ride.
Right.
All right. And I had Prawnfrontation, Chidi's Philosophical Chili Cafe, and the So You Want to Be an Architect show.
And I had Michael's Wild Trolley, the Afterlife Arcade, and Forkin' Good Froyo.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm giving one of these 9 things a gold.
So you'll be giving a bronze, silver, and gold to any
All 3 of the
combination.
categories.
Any combination in all 3 categories.
You're giving
So
out
9 awards in total.
So we'll start off. We'll start off with bronze in creativity. What would you like to give the bronze in creativity?
Okay, I will give the bronze in creativity. Let's go with Spencer's confrontation, since everyone else felt like you just took someone else's ride and called it a different thing. So let's give that a bronze. That's because of everyone. That's because of everyone, not just because of me. And then the silver in creativity is that where I'm going now?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the So You Can Be an Architect show for silver.
All right.
And then the most creative. Gold medal for most creative. I would say, what was your third one, Lauren?
My third one was the Death Trap.
Death Trap. Right. I'm gonna
yes,
because we changed that into an escape room with Jason. I'm gonna give that the gold. If we change it into what I want, I'm gonna give that the gold.
Now we move on to practicality. This is something you could see happen within the year.
Something that could actually happen within this year. I think that Brad, I think your chili thing could happen within the year for sure.
All right.
I don't agree that you can't make it vegan or vegetarian or whatever. Or I don't agree that you can't make it vegan. I think that's a downfall of your cafe.
What,
so
for
I'm
my
gonna
challenge?
give you
yeah.
what's that?
For my challenge?
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a silver.
Okay. So I'll take the silver. Who's gonna
What
get the
about
bronze?
Okay, and I'm trying. Okay, so what's practical?
And you can award things that you've already awarded as well.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, you can award whatever you want. You can award like one person all 3 categories, or all 3.
Well, then let's just make this easy. I give me all the points.
Great.
Okay, well, that's been our show.
That easier? That can't be the first time someone made that joke.
It might have.
No, I don't.
It can't be. Someone had to make that joke. Did they get all the points?
I think someone did make it, actually.
Yeah.
They did not get any points, though.
Did not get all the points, though. I get all their points because of it. Okay, so we got Spencer's like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride one. Your other thing that you did.
I have a froyo shop.
You do have a froyo shop. And you know what? That's actually pretty practical.
It is.
Let's give it whatever I didn't give the other person yet.
Do you want to give it a bronze or a gold?
Oh, let's give it a gold.
All right, great. I'll take it. So then what do you give bronze for practical?
Bronze, practical, the other let's do Janet's Void, because that's not very practical. It's cool. Not super practical. Okay, and now this is the one I'm waiting for. This is like a guest choice. This is like just the ones that I liked. Okay, great.
Yeah. Let's do bronze, silver, gold for this. So bronze first.
The Mr. Toad's Wild, the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the one that goes in and out.
Yeah.
The one that goes inside and outside. Only because it goes
Spencer's
inside and outside.
Kong, not Kong.
Spencer's non-Kong confrontation.
That one. Yeah.
Hey, let's not make this confrontational, okay?
Okay.
Oof.
And then can I tie 2 for gold?
Sure.
Why
and
not?
then we'll just take silver out since they're tied.
Yeah.
I would
We
like
could take
to
bronze
tie...
out. We could tie just 2 for gold and get rid of the bronze one. Spencer doesn't need to take point.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
No. We're saying taking it out completely. But you already awarded me the bronze. You could give me a silver instead of a bronze.
No. Get rid of the bronze.
No, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Sure. I get the bronze. And then
bronze.
I want to tie Derek's Adventure Time.
Afterlife Adventures by Derek. Yes.
Adventures with Derek and the Good Place Arcade.
Nice.
Those are the 2 that are tied for my absolute favorite.
Brad thought he was going to get gold.
How did confrontation not win anything?
Didn't tickle my fancy, bro. Know your audience. Know that I love arcades and I love Derek. And that's it.
So Spencer and Lauren / Oliver take gold for that, and we got rid of the silver and bronze for that category.
We got rid of silver and bronze?
No, we got
That's
rid
what
of
you said.
Because
Oh,
silver plus
I
bronze
said give it to
equals
me.
1 gold, so it only makes sense.
All right, Brad, you can have the bronze.
Thank you. I will take the bronze.
No.
You're not Brad.
Brad gets the
No,
bronze.
wait, you gave me the bronze for the trolley.
I know, but I'm giving Brad the bronze for confrontation. Because he's so
Can we tie the bronze then?
No.
Yeah,
No.
you can have silver.
Okay, great. I'll take silver.
No,
Great.
silver's gone. We got rid of the silver.
Nope, too late. Nope, too late.
We tied for a gold, so you don't get the silver, or you give up your gold and you get a silver instead.
No.
You can't get
got the
both.
bronze, and then Brad said, "Take it away." And then he said, "Bring it back,"
what?
and he'll take it. And then Carrie said, "I can have a silver." So
You know
I'll
what?
take the silver, and Brad can have the bronze.
It's perfectly fine. I'm the one that'll update the website, so I'll make sure the scores are tabulated correctly. All right. Well, that's
Great.
our show. Carrie, before we go, do you have anything that you would like to pitch?
Or
An
plug.
escape room
plug.
with Jason. It just sounds so fun. And then maybe something like when they had an Epcot Center, because they had all like the learning stuff for kids in Epcot Center. I think there could be something there, where like some sort of learning experience from kids learning what's good and what's bad and what's gray, right? Because that's the
Yeah.
idea that there's such a gray area now. That's why no one's gotten in the good place for so long.
That's true.
I'll award myself the gold
true.
for that.
I'll give you the gold for that.
Yeah.
I'll give you
There you go.
Spencer's
Put you on
gold.
the
There you
board. We'll put you on the board.
I'm
You
on
can have
the
Spencer's
board.
medals.
Yeah, I can have Spencer's medals.
Great.
Nope,
It's
nope,
done.
nope.
It's done.
I didn't agree to that. It's different than when Oliver gave me his points by saying he would give me his points.
Okay.
I
Before
have
we
to
go,
agree to
anything?
giving the points.
Before we go, anything you'd like to plug?
Anyone listening to this that thinks I'm great, put me in your stuff. I'm an actor. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
We plug.
We plug.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, this has been another episode of Theoretical Thrills. I've been Brad.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Oliver.
Sure.
And the points don't matter.
At this point, who knows anymore?
Did you enjoy the episode you just watched? Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have an interpretation of an idea based on the theme of the week, feel free to tag us on social media with hashtag Theoretical Thrills, and we may feature your ride and attraction on the show.
Theoretical thrills, the theory of the thrill.